master but law, no guide but conscience, no aim but justice.
High-sounding word, but it will only have meaning if it's followed in practice, Mr. Justice.
Precisely, but that's a judicial philosophy. So what is your concept of justice?
As far as the administration of justice is concerned, is a question of right and wrong. Always the high moral ground. The decisions must always pass the tests of, does it pass the test, the moral test? Is it what is good? So it's always a choice. You know, a judge is always confronted with moral choice when he makes a decision. The same way that a driver of a car who is running and there's a stoplight, but he has to catch up with his appointment in the Supreme Court because he will be interviewed by the Judicial and Bar Council. Will he beat the light or not? That's a moral choice. And you put that to the situation of a justice. Do you have to order the TRO or not? That is not just a legal question, but there is a moral question that has something to do with accountability, responsibility,
Yes,
the public desire for accountability. You know, these things are moral choices, Mr. Justice.
Yes, but you decide your cases on the basis of law.
Law is always the reflection of morality.
If your conscience does not abide by the law, will you follow the law?
The law is the nation's conscience. You are part of the nation and you have to abide the superior. You have to follow a superior authority.
If the law does not coincide with your concept of justice, will you follow the law in your decisions?
This is now a question of policy. That's why does a judge be an activist judge, or he is a judge who follows judicial restraint? These are the choices that you make, but you cannot be a activist on one hand and then restraint on the other. That's why I propose you follow the golden mean. You have to follow what is good. There are cases which involves economic development. Will this case propel the country? In my decision, will this be critical in the economic development of this country? You know, you cannot have a pigeonhole and say you do this, you do that, you do this is law is not logic, Mr. Justice. Law is experience. It's the felt necessities of time that will be that is the life of the law.
I'd love to discuss with you, but we have time constraints. So
I enjoy doing this, Mr. Justice.
We can do that in some other time. Maybe over coffee.
Yeah, you know. You throw me in the water if you discuss with me about these things, because I always reflect on these things, Mr. Justice.
Congressman Tupas.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Dean.
It's an honor to be interviewed by you.
Actually, I was just listening. I was monitoring and listening. And the questions that I would like to ask were already asked. And I'm quite satisfied with your answer. So I will not ask